What's up, everyone? I'm here with another video to help you build wealth and crush your finances in 2024. I'll be sharing a powerful strategy from the famous Rich Dad, Poor Dad author Robert Kiyosaki on how to generate passive income starting right now. But what is passive income? This is the money you earn without having to actively work for it, and it is one of the best ways to achieve financial freedom. And Robert Kiyosaki knows a thing or two about that. He's built multiple streams of passive income over the years that pay him while he sleeps, so make sure to watch until the end because this is a game changer. I'll also be providing examples and actionable steps so you can get started with this passive income strategy right away in 2024. Let's do this. When it comes to one of the ways of generating passive income, Robert Kiyosaki is all about real estate investing. And for a good reason. Rental homes differ from 9-to-5 jobs because your money works hard instead of you working hard for it. Let me break this down for you. You start getting steady rental income from your renters when you buy a house to rent out. You're making money while you sleep without doing anything. This is where the magic happens. Your debt payments go down over time. Your rental income goes up and the property's value goes up. It's like getting 3 private income streams in one. Even though the debt is going down, you are still making money because the rent is going up. In other words, you're increasing the value of your purchase. And Kiyosaki says that you can make these gains even bigger by using other people's money. It's much better for Kiyosaki to finance real estate purchases with loans and mortgages than to pay them all at once. This means that you don't need a lot of money to start making idle income. You can buy more homes faster if you borrow money up front and use the rental income to pay it back over time. Leverage does, of course, come with some risk. It can, however, greatly increase your passive income if you make smart use of it. Just be very careful when you run the numbers. If you want to be financially free, Kiyosaki says you should consider becoming a real estate mogul. It takes work at first, but in the end it can pay off hugely. Another way Robert Kiyosaki teaches us to generate passive income is by being a huge fan of dividend stocks. Dividend stocks are one of Kiyosaki's favorite ways to put money to work for you. Here's a quick recap of how they work. When you invest in a company's stock, you buy a tiny slice of that business. So, as the company rakes in profits, it rewards shareholders by giving back a portion as dividends. It's like you're a part owner collecting your rightful share of the earnings. Now, not all companies pay dividends, but the ones that do can make dividend stocks a powerful passive income tool. Just think about it. You buy quality, established stocks that consistently pay dividends. Then, you sit back and collect passive payments that can be reinvested or cashed out. It's like getting paid just for being an investor. The key is choosing stable, blue-chip companies that have reliably paid dividends for years. I'm talking about household names like Coca-Cola, Johnson & Johnson, and Procter & Gamble. These titans of industry tend to perform well even in down markets, and they love rewarding loyal shareholders with dividend checks, quarter after quarter. I mean, this made people like Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger wealthy in 2023. He received $4.3 billion in dividends from his Coca-Cola shares. Over time, reinvesting and accumulating these dividend shares can really snowball your wealth. As Kiyosaki says, that is how you cash flow through the stock market. Now, don't get me wrong, there are risks to stocks. Their prices fluctuate and companies can reduce or suspend dividends in tough times. But as part of a diversified portfolio, dividend stocks can provide that sweet passive income we crave. I recommend starting small and focusing on established companies with long dividend track records. And if you invest consistently and reinvest wisely, you'll be shockingly close to achieving financial freedom before you know it. The third way to generate passive income is by earning from royalties and intellectual property. Regarding passive income, few assets are more powerful than intellectual property. Just ask Robert Kiyosaki. As an author, investor, and entrepreneur, Kiyosaki knows firsthand how lucrative royalties can be from creations like books, songs, and games. Heck, the Rich Dad, Poor Dad series alone has earned him millions in royalties over the years. Here's how it works. When you create something like a book, song, or game, you own the intellectual property rights. This means anytime someone uses your IP, like buying your book, you get paid a royalty as the creator. So, for example, Every time Kiyosaki's famous Rich Dad Poor Dad book sells a copy, he earns a percentage royalty check from the publisher. This applies to any form of IP: songs, paintings, patents, videos, you name it. Now, developing the IP does take upfront effort. You gotta write the book, record the song, etc. But once created, the income can be quite passive for years or even decades. As Kiyosaki says, "When I write a book, I think I make about $600,000 a month just from royalties coming off this book. It's not a bad monthly payday years later for some upfront work." Another way to profit from IP is by licensing or selling the rights. Kiyosaki mentions how he created the cash flow board game and patented it. Now it's translated into 50 languages, and he collects licensing checks just for others using his idea. Another way to generate passive income is by removing yourself from the center of your company's operation. The idea of making your business run without you seems unreasonable at first. But as Robert Kiyosaki suggests, the key is to work on your business, not just in your business. What does that mean exactly? Well, instead of getting stuck doing all the day-to-day tasks yourself, take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Then ask yourself these questions. 1. How can I set up systems and processes to automate certain functions? 2. Can I document procedures so employees can handle certain processes even when I'm not around? The goal of these questions is to help get your business to the point where it practically runs itself. I know that takes time, but by hiring the right people, implementing technology tools, and setting up processes, you can get there. The fifth way of passive income generation is by lending money, and this is a smart way to put your cash to work instead of just letting it sit in a traditional savings account. There are platforms now that let you loan your money to other people and businesses and then collect interest payments in return. It's called peer-to-peer lending. The upside is you can earn higher returns than regular bank savings accounts. But you take on some risk that the borrower defaults and doesn't pay you back. So you gotta be wise choosing who and what you fund. So it will be best to start small just to test the waters and only lend amounts you could afford to lose if things went south. Also, you need to look for platforms with good borrower screening and loan servicing practices. The last way to generate a passive income is by annuities, but they also come with some caveats. So let me break it down. Annuities are insurance contracts that can provide regular income payments during retirement. But not all annuities are created equal. With an immediate annuity, you start getting payments right away. It's a nice perk, but you lose control of the lump sum you used to buy it. While a deferred annuity lets you keep control of your money until you're ready for payments later, like in retirement, the trade-off is the payouts are lower since you waited. Variable annuities tie your payments to investments, so there is higher risk but potential for more income. If the market tanks, so do your payments. And remember, annuities are just one piece of the passive income puzzle. Having multiple earning sources is smart to minimize risk and maximize financial freedom. This wraps up our video, and I hope you found our conversation about Kiyosaki's passive income strategies helpful. Building multiple passive revenue streams can be a great way to boost your financial freedom. But before you head out, I want to remind you to hit the like button if you enjoyed this chat. Subscribe if you want to see more of my videos breaking down financial concepts in a casual, conversational way. Also, leave a comment sharing your thoughts on passive income. Do you use any of the strategies we discussed? Which ones are you most interested in trying? I love hearing your perspectives. Also, let me know what other money topics you want me to cover in future videos. I'm always looking for ideas to help add value for you all through straightforward, engaging conversation. Thanks again for watching.